All right, this video. We already have a really good video of the inside of the camper, but I never really did kind of walk you through all the features on the outside of the camper. This is a 2021 Transcend Xplor 265 BH for bunkhouse. It's 33 feet long, and I'm going to walk you through some of the features of this camper. First of all, we bought this really fancy hitch. It's called a Pro Pride hitch, and it has sway mitigation and weight distribution. So the sway mitigation works like this. You don't attach to the ball part of the camper itself. You attach here with what's called a stinger. It did take a little bit of getting used to hooking up, but honestly, the kids and I got so good at it, it really wasn't a thing. So, and the weight distribution saved our rear suspension of our expedition. We pulled this camper around the entire country, all the way across the country and back, with a Ford Expedition, and I got asked all over the place if it was, you know, enough vehicle for pulling this camper, and it really was. I mean, we went up mountains all over the place, and but the tongue weight of this camper is pretty heavy, and so the weight distribution bars are really important for saving your rear suspension. Now, if you have a giant diesel truck with, you know, whatever 2,500, you know, the tongue weight's not going to be an issue. But and there is adjustment here in the hitch for different heights. So if you do have a really tall vehicle, you can modify this hitch to work correctly with your vehicle. So anyway, that baby right there cost $2,000. And I never towed a camper without this towing system, but if you look up videos talking about the Pro Pride hitch versus just a standard like a Blue Ox or whatever they're called, you know, with weight distribution but without sway mitigation, people are pretty pumped about what it does for safety. And again, whoever buys this, I'll walk you through exactly how to do this. But so then behind the hitch, you got your propane tanks. We went ahead and upgraded to 30-pound tanks instead of 20-pound tanks. They hold each like 7.5 gallons, so this is about 15 gallons of propane. And honestly, unless it's wintertime and you're running the heat, you really don't need that much propane. I mean, we filled them up before we left on our 160-day trip, and we didn't refill them once. Now, I'm not going to take it apart right now and show you, but I did buy the digital propane sensors. So underneath of each tank, there's a little sensor that connects Bluetooth to your phone, and so you can see how much gas is in the tank, you know, within a certain... They're set up for 20-pound tanks, so it's going to say 100% for a long time until it gets down to the level of that it would be in a 20-pound tank, and then it'll start going down. So anyway... but anyway, it's great to have propane. Propane, you can, if you're boondocking, you use propane for hot water. If you're boondocking, you use propane to cook with on your cooktop. And if you're gonna grill outside, there's a quick connect right here on the side, right here. And so you can plug in your grill outside, and let me show you. We're selling a table. The table, this Costco lifetime table, is coming with. It fits nicely in the pass-through, and this table would be great for popping up right here. And then you can set up your outside grill here. You got some. So anyway, it's a really good spot for setting that up, because most campgrounds have a picnic table, but it'd be nice. It's nice to have a table where you can set your outside grill and, you know, your meat and your whatever, your veggies. So I guess that's sort of me walking into the pass-through. This pass-through is huge. This big box that your Anderson Easy blocks come in fits in here, no problem. Lots and lots of space, and lights in here which come in handy at nighttime. And they fit, and the nice thing about this table is it fits pretty much level with the opening, so it doesn't even take up that much of the space for getting things in and out. Now, if you look in here Here are your two lithium-ion ionic batteries. These babies are awesome, and Ionic is a great brand, and there are two of them. And there is your inverter, and I went ahead and put a protector here, because if things are sliding around as you're going down the road, you don't really want things bumping into your electrical. So I put just a little 2x2 and then a piece of plywood, and then these batteries were already secured in place. I was basically just trying to protect them and protect all the wiring so that nothing gets bumped as you're going down the road. I will say this, if you are boondocking, and I'll get up on the roof and show you the solar panels. If you plan on doing any boondocking, or any of those like Harvest Hosts or Boondockers Welcome, those are memberships you can join, where you can stay at people's property for cheap or free, but they don't have hookups. It is so awesome to have not only solar panels and not only great batteries, but an inverter. So this guy right here, the Xantrex Freedom 2000, let me see if you want to look it up. That guy right there makes it possible for you to run your TV, your lights, your fans, basically everything in the camper. Almost half of the outlets, so half of the outlets are on a GFCI circuit, and they do not work unless you're plugged into shore power, but half of the outlets, and the outlets are spaced nicely around the camper, so once you learn which ones are going to work and not work when you're boondocking, it's not an issue. You can use everything in the camper except the air conditioning. You can't run the air conditioning off of this guy right here. But everything else, all the other functionality of the camper is available to you, which is just so nice. So you're like parked in the middle of a field, you're filling up your batteries with sun, and your camper pretty much works. And you cook with gas, your microwave works, everything works. Your fans work, you slide, everything works. So that's really awesome. So let me continue the tour around. The other thing is, this is your charge controller. Let's see, there's the brand. And this guy has a Bluetooth as well, so you can monitor on your phone how you've been charging and all that. I did have one issue on the road where I had to switch these two breakers because they actually did them wrong, and we were having some issues with those breakers tripping. But once I switched them, because they're not the same, one is the 80 amp and one is 100 amp, and they just put them in the wrong order when they installed the solar. But what else? This is where water comes into the camper. This is where you plug in your cable or your satellite. This is your battery disconnect. There's a couple of GFCI outlets here. Again, those will not work unless you're plugged into shore power. This is how you switch from city water to fresh fill, and I'll explain that to whoever buys the camper if you don't already know. All right, going around. This is where you dump your wastewater. You plug in your hose that I just showed you in the back. You plug it in right there. Here's the gray. So that's your sink water and your shower water. And then there's your black. That's your toilet water. It says right here, very helpful, black, gray, and the handles are gray and black. So pretty easy. This is your flush. So when you're dumping, you can hook a hose up to this, and it's like there's like a sprinkler inside the black tank, and it basically sprays water inside the black tank to get any solids off of the walls of the black tank. All right, continuing around, you got your slide, obviously. Good old slide. That thing's awesome. And then you've got your, this is your hot water heater, and you can run this thing off of electricity or propane. These screens just keep wasps out because they like the smell of propane. So here's your hot water heater, and you have to switch it you have to turn it on or off whether you want to use propane. Anyway, I'll explain that to whoever buys the camper. And whoops, and then right next to that is your exterior shower, which we had installed. It did not come with an exterior shower, but we decided we wanted to have one. So here you go. It's hot and cold. This guy just pulls out, and it has an on-off switch on the handle right here. So that is a really nice thing to have. We do have the clip for installing this. So if you wanted to, say, mount it right here or up higher, wherever you want to mount it, to take a shower outside, we do have the clip, but we didn't want to pierce the side of the camper until we were sure where we wanted to put it. And now we're selling the camper, so we aren't going to put it anywhere. But the clip comes with, so you can put the clip on somewhere. We call this the trunk. So here's your big storage unit in the back, and there is your Champion 2500 watt inverter generator that comes with the camper. This baby was $700, and we only had to use it a couple of times on the trip because the solar worked so well. But we did have a campground that was, it was a great campground, but it was so shady that we couldn't charge off the sun, and there were no hookups. Dry camping. So it was a state park, I believe. Anyway, it was really cool. But this guy works amazingly well. It is super quiet. Well, it's very quiet relative to a non-inverter generator. And the cool thing about these, you can look them up, but this is a dual fuel, so it runs off of gas or propane. And you can get 2 of them, and you can link them right here. And if you get 2 of them and link them, you have enough power to run the air conditioner. So if you really, really want a boondock and you want to have air conditioning, you just got to buy a second one of these and the linking kit, and you can run your air conditioner, everything on the camper off of that. This tarp and these tarp clips we bought to kind of create some privacy for the outdoor shower here. We figured we would connect to the ladder here and to this part of the slide and create a little shower in here. We never did that, but you can have the tarp and the tarp clips, and you can figure out if you want to make a little outdoor shower curtain. But this storage is huge, and this thing's nice and lightweight. It's like under 50 pounds. I think it's like 44 pounds or whatever. I did run it off of both propane and gasoline. It runs better off of gasoline, and it kicks out more power off of gasoline. But I did, when I used it last, I did run it until all the gas was gone. So there's no gas sitting in there. I ran it till it burned out. So it has been sitting, but all right, continuing around. This is your rapid fill. It's where you fill up your fresh tank, and it's very fast. You just put the hose right in there and fill it up. You got your giant awning. I'll roll that out for you in a minute. And then this is another outlet and cable if you want to have cable over here. And then this is your furnace. This is your heater. And you don't have to do anything with this, but this is your access panel. And again, put with the screens so that the wasps don't try to get in there. So that's the bulk of the outside and the sort of the features of the camper and what comes with. I'm going to pop up on the roof and show you a few things. All right, climbing up the ladder. The roof is a full walk-on roof, and the slide has a full walk-on roof, so you can walk on the slide to clean it off. Here are the 4 solar panels, 1, 2, 3, 4. What else is up here? This is your air conditioner. And I do want to point out that we got the, I don't know if you can see it in there, but we got the Micro Air Easy Start. I don't know if you can see it in there. We had that installed. We had that installed because it really saves wear and tear on your air conditioner. The hardest thing for an air conditioner to do is start up. And so if you buy the Easy Start, it's $500, I think, but it's really supposed to protect the life of your air conditioner, and the air conditioner cranks. It's so nice and cold. All right, so next up, we put all of these fans in. There are 3 fans. This one's in the kitchen dining room area. Very nice, fantastic fan, and with the tinted shell that opens and closes. It'll blow air in or out, and 3 speeds, but this one's just manual. You open it manually, and everything's manual. This is your skylight for the dining area. That's your skylight in the shower. And then this is the shower vent. And it's not as fancy. It's a vortex, but we just figured it's a little noisier. But we figured for the shower, you know, if you're taking a shower, you're not going to run that fan all the time. So it was a little cheaper, but still much nicer than the one that comes factory. In fact, on these 3 fans, I think we spent, I don't even want to tell you what we spent, including installation, but we went ahead and had Bill Plemons install them because we didn't want to, anyway, it was worth it to us, but very expensive to put nice fans in. And then this one has, this is the fan in the master bedroom, and it has this fancy cover so that you can use it even if it's raining outside, which is really nice because sometimes it is raining, but you still want that ventilation if you're hooked up to power and you're not using your air conditioning. So here's where the solar kind of comes together. We did have Bill Plemons do all of the solar and everything. We didn't install anything ourselves because we wanted it all under warranty. And that leads me to another really important point about this camper. This camper is still under warranty. It's not even a year old. We bought it in January, picked it up in February of this year. So, you know, 10 months ago, 9 months ago. And it is amazing. It's been great. We had a couple issues, but they're dealt with, and now this thing is rock solid, road tested, ready to go. You're getting everything you need to start camping right away. And frankly, it's amazing. We spent a long time researching campers, and for our family, this was by far the best rig. 2021 Grand Design. And again, you can watch the other video for the inside and see everything inside. And what else? Warranty, right. This baby has a lifetime warranty that I can transfer one time. So I'm the original owner. I can transfer it one time, and that's it. And it is not on everything, but it's on a lot of the big things. It's on your water pump, it's on your water heater, it's on your, I don't remember the list, I have the paperwork, but it's on most of the major things in the camper, and that's lifetime. So I can only transfer that one time, and so you, the buyer of this camper, buying from me, are gonna get it. And that's gave me a lot of peace of mind. Now, you do have to get the camper checked up every year by a dealer that is in the network. They're nationwide. Doesn't have to be in North Carolina, but they have to be part of this group. And if you so you have to schedule it. You say, I'm getting my whatever forever warranty checkup, and you have to get it checked up every year. And I understand what the point of that is. They want to catch problems when they're small. And not make them become more expensive. So you've got to bring it in every year, which is a pain. I mean, you have to schedule it, and you have to show up, and you have to, you know, whatever. But it's worth it. And so this guy hasn't had a checkup. So you would have to schedule that sometime before January. It's September now. So sometime in the next 4 months, you would have to schedule a checkup to make sure you keep the warranty. But a lot of peace of mind about your investment in a camper this expensive, knowing that your major systems are covered, and so it's totally worth it getting it looked at once a year. So yeah, that's the roof of the camper. All right, I told you I would show you the awning fully extended. There it is. This thing is huge. I mean, the camper is like 8 feet wide. And so the awning is at least 8 feet wide, if not more. Really nice big awning. And of course you don't have to roll it all the way out. This is it all the way out. But you can roll it out as much or as little as you want. We had some rain here, so it's got some water. It's good to let these dry out. You don't want to keep water in there because it starts to stink. This one never has done that, but I know that from other campers. The other cool thing is it has this this option to pull down, and if you pull, let me see, I'm gonna do it on the other side. So if you pull the camper, the arm, you can change the angle. Hey, I'm not doing that right. Let me see. Anyway, you can make it so that, there you go. This is it. This is where it hinges. So you can pull this right here, and then it angles so that if you have your awning out and it's raining, the water runs off instead of turning into a swimming pool here in the middle. If you just pull this down right here, and I'll put it back up now so you can see pretty easy. Yeah, there you go. There was something else I was going to show you and I forgot. Oh, there are outdoor speakers. So 1 and 2, and you control whether you want inside speakers, outside speakers, or both. So this is kind of the hangout area. This is, like I said, you would pop up your table here, put your little propane grill, tabletop grill up on there, and you're camping. You're having a great time. Now we do have some scratches. We did drive through some some tight campgrounds that had brush, but nothing major. And if you look at it, it looks great. I mean, the camper still looks great, but I just want you to know there are some scratches and some dings. There's another ding over here on the front of this guy right here. I guess we hit some sort of big rock or whatever, but so I mean, it is a 9-month-old camper. According to the sticker on the camper, it was built in December of 2020, and like I said, we bought it in January 2021, picked it up in February, and then traveled in it from April to September. We were gone the entire time, and you can go and watch all those videos on our YouTube channel. But I mean, this camper was amazing. It was just totally amazing. You got a nice little outside light right here for when you can barely see it, but when you're like trying to hook up in the dark, that's really helpful. So yeah, you get everything that I showed you in the video, and even more. There's some organizational stuff that we bought specifically for the camper for the inside, that's also coming with the camper. If you want it, you don't have to take it, but if you want it, it's stuff that we already figured out and bought and put in there, and it fits perfectly, and it gives you a lot more organizational capabilities. So, I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. This camper has been amazing. So it's really just a question about whether or not it's a good fit for you. And I have no idea. Like, we researched campers for years, and then this one was right. This one felt right, and then we did it. We took it around the country, all the way across the country and back, and it was right. It was perfect for our family, for the time, with our kids the ages they were. But if it's a good fit for you, like I said, so everything you're buying, we estimate we spent 45 to 46,000, 44, somewhere between 44 and 46,000, including all the things that you're getting with it. And we're asking 40,000, so somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 off what we paid just 9 months ago, because there are some scratches and some dings, and things are not brand new, but that price is pretty firm. So don't contact me if you're trying to spend 30,000 on a camper. This is not the camper for you. You can buy this camper for that, but you don't get solar, you don't get the nice fans, you don't get lots of the upgrades and things that we did to it. So I think the list price for this camper is $36,000, but the solar alone was $7,500. The fans, like I said, we had, with installation, I think we had like $1,500 in those 3 fans. I could have done it myself, but I wanted all the wiring to be done by Bill Plemons so that it was covered if anything was wrong. The hitch was $2,000. So I mean, easily right there, that's 10 grand more. So 36, 46, anyway, like I said, but that's where we're at, and that's what we're looking at. So if this camper, if that price point is the right price point to you, and it looks like the right thing, then shoot me a message or text me and come take a look, because there's nothing like actually looking at it. So all right, wish you the best.